Namo Krishna Prishta Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namaste Saraswati Devi Gaurava Pracha Nirvisesha Shunya Ashna Yudhi Siddhari Shri Chaitanya Manobhishta Stapitam Yena Swayam Rupa Kadam Dadati Swapada Om Bhagavati Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavati Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Shrim Bhagavanuvacham Yad yad ācarati śreṣṭhas tat tat evetaro janaḥ sayat pramāṇaṁ kurute lokas tat anuvartate yad yad ācarati śreṣṭhas tat tat evetaro janaḥ sayat pramāṇaṁ kurute lokas tat anuvartate 3.21 Yad yad ācarati śreṣṭhas tat tat evetaro janaḥ sayat pramāṇaṁ kurute lokas tad anuvartate. Shri Bhagavan, after the Lord has laid out the importance, the need to perform karma and not to give a reason or escape that one would not perform karma because it's not natural for one not to perform a karma, because even to breathe, even to sustain one's life, the karma of taking the pranavayu in has to happen. So karma, action is inescapable for a conditioned being because of the influence of moods and the presence of the body. So action is needed. But perform it for the sake of Vishnu, so you don't get entangled but liberated. Okay, then the next question is, what if somebody is not in modes at all? Not in the influence of modes at all. For somebody who is in the influence of modes, then yes, they are karyatehi avashah karma. They are forced to do action. But for somebody who is not under the influence of modes, jivan muktas, then what about them? Then Bhagavan is saying, even for them, though they may not be under the influence of modes, so they may not perform karma, but they are in such a place that everybody else will follow what they do. For that reason, they have to set an example. They may be liberated from the modes, they are not under the influence of modes, yet they have to perform action for Vishnu, for Krishna, They have to, not because they need to. They don't need, but for the sake of everybody, all the jivas, for the sake of everyone, they have to. They have to set an example. So they have to perform the karma for Vishnu, says Bhagavan. And then says, see Janaka Maharaj, and look at myself. I don't have to perform any, but I am doing it. This is so everybody else knows. So everybody can follow the example set by the Mahātmās. The Mahātmās. These Mahātmās, they are empowered, blessed by Bhagavan. The ācarya's, ācarati, they do it and show to us this is how you should do it. So we can do Mahājanāyena gatasya pantā. Yeah. The beauty is this. In Mahājanāyena gatasya pantā, there is yat yat ācarate śreṣṭhas tat tat evetaro janaḥ in two ways. In an external way and in an internal way. In an external way, to keep the integrity in the society, integrity of the human values, so one can walk towards liberation. That's why there are Manu Samhitas and other Shastras. So a human being doesn't fall prey to the modes. So that's why there are set of rules, regulations, conducts, Manu Samhita, all this. Okay, that is all external. Yes, yeah. It's good. The whole society should follow. But in bhakti, the Mahajanas, the Ācāryas, they are leaving their footsteps behind as they walk. These footsteps, divine footsteps, they are the only way to go back to the spiritual realm. See, when we hear this word only way, the contemporary people, whatever we may have to call them, whatever, they don't really like to hear this word, the only way. They don't, because they want to have a choice to make, and they pick up the choice. That's a kind of thought. But the reality, tattva, please, please. Tattva, please. The eternal principles that do not change. Please tell me about that. Not about catering to the people who would like to have options to choose and make their decisions and beat their heads. Bhakti, descending mercy, is not about that. With that kind of mentality, they don't even understand what bhakti means with that kind of mentality. How will they cup their hands to receive the descending mercy with that kind of mentality? I will understand, I'll make a choice, I'll take it from there. Excuse me. That's not what descending mercy is about. That's not what Mahājanāyena gatasya pantha is about. That's not what walking in the footsteps of Ācāryas means. Mahājanāyena gatasya pantha. When the footsteps are left behind, what else is there to make a choice? Is there choice there? Do you really want a choice? Mahājanayena katassa panta. When the rescue rope is right there, what are you waiting on to make a choice? So Mahājanayena katassa panta. Yat yat ācarati śreṣṭhas. So bhakti means Mahājanayena katassa panta, to walk in the footsteps of these great acharyas who has lived bhakti. To follow their words verbatim. Yes, this is the only way if somebody is looking for pure bhakti. Harir Nama, eva kevalam. Why is Shastra saying kevalam, the only way, because it is the only way. Unless we hear this is the only way, Ahankara is sitting right there to sneak a little bit and look around. Yeah, why don't you budge a little bit, look around, maybe tweak it a little bit to see how it is suits you, so you can. All this Maya is sitting right there. So yad yad ācarati śreṣṭhas tat tat evetaro janaḥ. Sayat pramāṇaṁ kurute lokas anuvartate mahājanayena gatassa pantha. Completely depend on Krishna, because that's the constitutional position of a jiva. The sun rays don't exist if they don't depend on the sun. What other option do you like to see here? Tattva. What's the constitutional position? What is the reality? Where am I? What is my sustenance? Tattva, reality. The jiva is inherently dependent on Bhagavan. All these Mahajanas are inherently dependent on Bhagavan. They are inseparable from Bhagavan. Bhakti is this, to become inherently dependent on Bhagavan, inseparable from Bhagavan. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Inherently dependent on Nama, inseparable from Nama. And this is Mahājanayena katassa panta. Sharanagati Bhakta Mukhya Lakshana, the characteristic feature of a Vaishnava means dependence on the Lord. That's Tattva, that's the reality. Open the eyes to the reality. And this is simple, plain. Mahājanayena gatassa panta tattva. Where is the need to pull in that corrupted intelligence and sentimental mind here? Where is the need? When things are so clear,